Solve the equation on the interval 0 to 2 pi. So we got cosine 2 theta plus 3 equals 5 cosine theta. Here is a double angle, so we need to reduce this into just regular theta. And look at the formula list. And we see that cosine 2 theta has three forms. Cosine square minus sine square, 2 cosine square minus 1, 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Our one of the goals is to keep everything in terms of only one variable. So here is cosine theta. So if we use the second one, then it will be easier because this one only got cosine. So let's go for that. Cosine 2 theta is 2 cosine square theta minus 1 plus 3 equals 5 cosine theta. Okay, now let's move the terms around. We have cosine square and cosine. If you want to simplify, you can always say, let's say cosine theta bx, then this looks like 2x squared minus 1 plus 3, just plus 2 equals 5x. Now we have a quadratic equation and we solve for x and we get two values of x. For we move 5x to the left side, okay, subtract 5x from both sides. There are no like terms, so we cannot subtract, add, so we write all three. 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 equals 0. Now let's factor this trinomial. So we got 2x squared. The only way 2x squared factors is 2x times x, 2x squared. Now plus 2, this 2, so we need to find two factors, and plus 2 means either both negatives. Okay, negative times negative will be positive and we'll get minus 5. 1 2 or negative 1 times negative 2 or negative 2 times negative 1. Okay, and when we multiply we have to get 5. So 2 times here is, if we put 2 here, 2 times 2 will be 4 and 1. 4 and 1 make 5. So we're going to use this negative 1 minus 2. If you FOIL this, you get this back. 2x times 2, negative 4x minus 1x, negative 5x. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Okay, so we got a product of two things equals 0. Using the zero factor property, we get 2x minus 1 equals 0. Move 1 over, divide by 2, so x equals 1/2. In this case, move 2 over, so x equals 2. But x was cosine theta, so this is pretty much cosine theta equals 1/2, or the second one is cosine theta equals 2. In fact, you don't have to change cosine theta into x. We could have kept cosine all the way, but at the end of the day we get cosine theta equals 1/2 and cosine theta equals 2, and we know that cosine has the range of at most 1, okay, negative 1 to 1. So any number above 1 or below negative 1 is not in the range, so there's no solution, by the way. Okay, now cosine theta equals 1/2, so we need to find the value of theta. 1/2 positive. If you are using a unit circle, just look at unit circle. Positive, cosine positive in the first quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. Okay, first and fourth. Using this rule, all students take calculus. All positive, cosine positive. And cosine 1/2, that's the x coordinate. If you are looking at unit circle, so that's 60 degrees or pi over 3. Pi over 3. Cosine pi over 3 is 1/2. Now pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, okay, and 5 pi over 3. So when we have pi over 3 here, this, the corresponding angle will be 5 pi over 3. Pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, okay, and 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. That's the solution.